Like every other morning, I started my day by admiring my aquarium at work. As I stood there enjoying it, one of my coworkers walked over and said he'd always dreamed of having a small desktop aquarium of his own. This is his desk. There's an empty space right here, and I couldn't stop imagining how amazing it would look with a tiny, self-sustaining aquarium. After looking around for a while, I finally found exactly what I had in mind: a beautiful glass bowl. It was the perfect size and shape for the little ecosystem I wanted to build. With the bowl ready, it was time to build the focal point. I carefully attached a weathered bamboo root to a flat stone, creating the centerpiece that would give the aquarium its unique character. Next, I used aquarium-safe adhesive to mount the entire structure onto a larger rock. Not only did it make the layout much more stable, but it also gave the Hardscape a stronger, more natural-looking foundation. Time for a test fit. Let's place it inside the bowl. Wow, it's a perfect fit. Exactly the look I was hoping for. With the Hardscape in place, I added a layer of nutrient-rich substrate to give the plants everything they need to thrive. Using a small aquascaping rake, I carefully leveled the substrate until it evenly covered the entire bottom of the bowl. The final layer was fine gravel, which helps keep the substrate in place while giving the aquarium a cleaner, more natural look. Using the rake once more, I carefully leveled the fine gravel until it formed a smooth, even layer across the entire base of the aquarium. Now, take a look at what we've created. It turned out absolutely beautiful. Before filling the aquarium, I placed a small plastic bag over the substrate and held it down with a stone. This spreads out the water flow, preventing the substrate from being stirred up and keeping the water much clearer. With a little patience, the aquarium was finally filled, bringing the entire layout to life. The next step was planting Limnophila sessiliflora. I chose this plant because it's fast-growing, incredibly hardy, and perfect for a new aquarium. As it grows, it absorbs excess nutrients from the water, helping reduce algae while creating a lush, natural backdrop for the fish. After a while, every plant was finally in place, and the aquarium was beginning to look like a real underwater garden. 15 days later, the aquarium had started to stabilize. The water was now crystal clear, a sign that the ecosystem was slowly finding its balance. The Limnophila sessiliflora was growing incredibly fast. What started as a few small stems had already reached almost to the water's surface, transforming the aquarium into a lush underwater forest. From this view, the entire aquarium unfolds before your eyes. The water is unbelievably clear, making it possible to see every detail from the surface all the way to the bottom. From this view, the entire aquarium unfolds before your eyes. The water is unbelievably clear, making it possible to see every detail from the surface all the way to the bottom. My coworker was genuinely grateful when he saw the aquarium. Seeing his reaction made me smile. I'm happy I could create a small, peaceful corner where he can take a break and unwind every day. Now it's your turn. Would you enjoy having a little slice of nature on your desk every day? Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. Over time, my aquarium became filled with tiny baby fish. So, I decided to bring a few of them over to start a new life in this freshly built aquarium. With everything ready, it was finally time to introduce them to their new home. Within moments, the tiny fish began exploring every corner of their new home. Watching them swim freely through the plants made the aquarium feel truly alive. Watching them explore was my favorite moment. Every plant became a place to hide, every rock a new discovery. With each graceful movement, the aquarium felt less like something I had built and more like a tiny world that had finally come to life. As the plants matured, they began doing something even more important. Through photosynthesis, they started releasing oxygen into the water. If you look closely, you can actually see tiny streams of bubbles rising from their leaves, a beautiful sign that the aquarium is healthy and thriving. Day 45. It's incredible how much life has filled this little aquarium. Every plant is thriving, The water is crystal clear, and the ecosystem now feels completely balanced. The aquarium had become a little too overgrown, so I decided it was time for a cleanup. But the moment I lifted the bamboo root, oh no! It completely came apart! Well, let's set it aside for now and deal with it later. With the hardscape set aside, I carefully started trimming the Limnophila sessiliflora. Their lush growth had taken over the aquarium, and a careful trim would give the entire ecosystem room to breathe again. After taking the time to carefully trim everything back, the transformation was immediate. The aquarium looked brighter, more open, and every part of the aquascape could finally be appreciated again. The cleanup had lowered the water level quite a bit, so I slowly refilled the aquarium. With the water restored, the little ecosystem looked complete once again. Now all that's left to do is sit back and enjoy the view. The little fish swim freely through the freshly trimmed plants, while every corner of the aquarium is once again filled with light, movement, and life. As a final touch, I sprinkled in a little food. In an instant, the tiny fish gathered together, ending the day with a well-earned meal. Feeding time has always been my favorite. Watching the little fish gather together, darting after every tiny piece of food, never gets old. It's these small, peaceful moments that make keeping an aquarium so rewarding. After searching for a while, I finally found some colorful Neocaridina shrimp. Their bright reds, yellows, blues, and oranges would add a whole new level of life and color to the aquarium, so I brought them straight to the office. After carefully acclimating them to the water, it was finally time to let them explore their new home. The tiny fish gathered around, curiously swimming beside the new shrimp, as if they were giving them a warm welcome to their new home. Unlike the fish, the shrimp were much more cautious. They stayed tucked away beneath the thick canopy of plants, taking their time to settle into their new home. 60 days have passed, and this tiny ecosystem has never looked better. But today, we're changing perspectives. For the next few moments, imagine you're one of the fish swimming through this underwater forest. Let's dive beneath the surface. Instantly, an entirely different world unfolds before your eyes. Sunlight filters gently through the water, lush green plants sway with the current, and schools of tiny fish glide peacefully through their underwater forest. From down here, every leaf becomes a towering tree, every rock a mountain, and the aquarium feels like a vast world waiting to be explored. Hidden among the plants, the colorful Neocaridina shrimp quietly go about their daily work. They carefully graze on leftover food and tiny bits of organic matter, playing an important role in keeping the aquarium clean. As we step back outside the glass, everything feels different. What once looked like a simple aquarium now feels like an entire living world. Beneath the calm surface, every fish has a journey, every shrimp has a purpose, and every plant quietly works to keep this tiny ecosystem alive. The more you look, the more there is to discover. The Neocaridina shrimp were no longer hiding. Now, they confidently wandered into the open, exploring the center of the aquarium, as if they had always belonged there. It was a clear sign that they had settled in and truly made this place their home. Every now and then, I like to give the fish a little extra food. It's one of my favorite moments to watch. The instant the food touches the water, the entire school rushes over with excitement. No matter how many times I see it, it never gets old. It's a small moment, but somehow, it's always the most relaxing part of my day. Sometimes I even place my camera directly inside the aquarium. It's the only way to capture the tiny moments that are impossible to see from outside the glass. From this perspective, an ordinary aquarium transforms into an entirely different world. From this perspective, the entire aquarium unfolds before your eyes. Only then do you realize that it's not just a collection of fish and plants. It's a tiny world where every living thing has its place, and together, they create something truly beautiful. Now, I'll leave you with this peaceful view. Sit back, relax, and spend a few quiet moments enjoying this tiny underwater world with me. Did you enjoy that peaceful moment? I'd love to hear what you think. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And just like that, 90 days have passed. The aquarium is still thriving, with crystal clear water, healthy plants, and a tiny ecosystem that continues to flourish naturally. The shrimp are still hard at work, patiently searching across the substrate for tiny bits of leftover food and organic matter. Though small, they continue to play an important role in keeping the aquarium clean and balanced. Meanwhile, the fish never seem to stop exploring. They weave effortlessly through the plants, dart across the open water, and fill the aquarium with constant movement and life. The plants never stop growing, so I have to trim them regularly to keep the aquarium neat and balanced. It's a small task, but one that makes a big difference to the overall look of the tank. Every day, this little aquarium tells a new story. Some changes are easy to see, while others happen so quietly that only time can reveal them. That's the beauty of nature. It never stops growing, never stops surprising us. Thanks for being part of this journey. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share your favorite moment in the comments. I'll see you in the next chapter of this tiny world.